hold on to your hats, because Episode 4 of the Amazing Race Australia Celebrity Edition is an absolute roller coaster through the heart of Central Asia. We've swapped the dizzying heights of Nepal for the ancient Silk Road city of Samarkand, Uzbekistan, a country so fresh to race history that not a single prior season has ever set foot here. And believe me, it doesn't take long for excitement to explode into pure chaos, key from dense bread, funky fat cubes, and wild bazaars to high-pressure folk dance offs. This leg has everything. Ready for the wildest leg yet. Let's dive straight in. After an epic 16-hour trek involving an Istanbul layover, our remaining celebrity teams touch down in Samarkand. Right out the gate, you can feel the anticipation. The city's famed Registan Square is shimmering in the morning rain, and nobody quite knows what to expect. There's an obvious divide. Some teams are thrilled, Uzbeki, Cest. Others are clearly out of their comfort zone. From the moment they're released based on their standing from the previous pit stop, you can sense the tension is doubled for the teams at the top. For those sitting in first, the pressure's huge D. When you're in first, there's only one way to go, and that's down. That sums up exactly how the Leg 4 drama will unfold. The very first clue launches everyone to Registan Square's bread cellar, where Uzbekistan's sacred bread tradition becomes the focus of a wild eating challenge. Teams must devour an entire heavy loaf, aided or hindered by kurdiok, fried cubes of pure fat. This scene is comic and gross in equal measure. Bread as dense as bricks, fat that makes some gag, others groan, and a rare few drool. You see the full spectrum of reactions, from Mel waxing poetic about the saltiness and smokiness, to team members retching and pleading for silence so they can keep food down. In one tense moment, Luke faces eating almost the entire loaf alone due to a teammate's allergy, turning the challenge into pure endurance. Once the bread is gone, at least for those who survive, it's a quick rip and read to the episode's pivotal detour Z fruit or veg. Here, the teams split according to their strengths. Fruit is all about squeezing, bottling, and selling pomegranate juice to the bustling bazaar crowd, aiming for 200,000 Uzbek sum. It requires salesmanship, local charm, and sometimes clownish antics to catch buyers' attention. Buy one, get 6 free. The vague detour seems simple, easy sorting and building a towering market-worthy vegetable pyramid with precision, but the catch is the challenging height stick and the delicate touch needed not to collapse your creation. Immediately, the detour separates the pack. The fruit teams face a language barrier and struggle to set prices and attract customers, resorting to dance moves, colorful costumes, and all manner of street hustle. Fev, ever the spectacle, draws in crowds simply by being himself, selling and dancing, living his best life. The VEG teams discover it's more physical than expected, evoking old careers. Stacking is a garbage bin skill. But many attempts fail the vendor's yardstick until spiral, stacking, and pyramids save the day. Watching them struggle, improvise, and repeat is pure gold, peppered with banter, frustration, and moments of accidental genius. When teams have their next clue, It's time for the episode's biggest cultural twist, a journey to the Samarkand Theater for a challenge learning and performing the Andijan polka, an ancient Uzbek dance. And here's the bombshell, an intersection. Two teams must pair up to complete the task together. Some are thrilled, pink team versus red team, and its own. Others are anxious about relying on another for success. And if you think dance lessons should be a breeze, think again. Professional dancers face nerves, rhythm problems, and an endless repeat cycle, while teams with zero dance experience just try to keep up. Zero. For someone who's never studied dance, this is like speaking Latin. The Folk Dance Challenge is an absolute highlight, spectacle, comedy, and real teamwork. There's frantic practice, calls for Corey, and even a touch of theater from Rob, the self-proclaimed dance captain. Some teams click instantly, powering through steps and nailing their performance to cheers, while others are stuck in an endless loop of not quite right and buzzer sounds. Common strategies include assigning silly memory cues, sleeve, hair, sash, Toyota, and relying on stronger dancers to lead the group. As everyone's rhythm is put to the test, you see teams bond, clash, and evolve, especially among family duos and old mates with opposite strengths. The tension explodes after the dance. It's a race to Ulugh Beg Observatory, the scientific wonder, and epic pit stop for this episode. The scramble through traffic and Samarkand's winding streets is pure adrenaline. Teams are neck and neck, battling not just each other, but local taxis and mysterious directions. Some teams fly ahead thanks to Feegle vision and clever route spotting, others are mired in confusion, trading jokes about going the wrong way and being chased by rivals. Dom and Marks, red, hot favorites and strong dancers, hold their nerve to sprint in first, with Fev and Lenny on their heels, snagging second. Gretel and Epiphany follow, showing their growing teamwork and resilience. In fourth is Aisha and Scott, whose endless energy and comedic hustle finally pay off. Mel and Leah, Rob and Georgie, and Stephen and Bernie all battle right to the end, the gap between 7th and 8th decided by literal seconds, with Luke and Scott grateful just to be still in the race. Then, in a gut-punch moment, Steph and Ben, who started this leg in first, arrive last and are eliminated. Their emotional exit tugs at your heartstrings. Representing their charity, Bridget Water Foundation, the siblings reflect that the real victory was the adventure, the growth, and the bond they've forged on the race. Steph's message as she leaves is a perfect summary of the spirit of the amazing race. One step is better than no steps. You are more capable than you think. Through it all, Uzbekistan itself is a star. Strange and beautiful architecture, deep history, lively markets, and local warmth. From sacred bread to Silk Road hustle, ancient dances to scientific marvels, this episode captures the absolute chaos, stress, and joy of racing in a land where teams are pushed far outside any comfort zone. Episode 4 is all about adapting, persisting, and forging those crazy, mid-race alliances. Teams that started strong were humbled, underdogs stepped up, and skill sets from stacking garbage bins to putting on a show in the bazaar became crucial. Whether it's overcoming gross eating challenges, hustling in a language you don't speak, or learning cultural dances on the fly, every moment tests nerves and teamwork. So to wrap up, this leg delivered jaw-dropping upsets, wild detour drama, goosebumps from cultural immersion, and a bittersweet elimination that keeps the stakes sky high. Uzbekistan will not be forgotten anytime soon, and neither will these unforgettable race moments. If you enjoyed this whirlwind recap, let's keep the conversation going. Drop your thoughts and favorite episode moments in the comments below. Who impressed you most? Smash that like button, share if you're loving the drama, and hit subscribe so you never miss a recap. Race fans, see you for the next leg.